Welcome to another episode of the podcast, and I'm so glad you've tuned in today because I want to talk about something that changed everything for me and for so many of my clients. And it's a little uncomfortable, but here it is. No one's choosing you because your brand looks like everyone else's. Ouch, right? But stick with me because this truth is the exact thing that will help you stand out online, attract better clients, and finally build a business that gives you freedom, not burnout. And let me take you back a few years in my own journey. 5 years ago, no one knew who I was. I had no online presence, no audience, no clear voice. I was running my real estate business, working 60-hour weeks, answering emails at night, putting out fires, dealing with legislation changes, compliance, staff turnover, you name it, I was doing it. And I felt like I was constantly reacting, not building. And I honestly felt invisible. I'd look at other business owners online and think, why are they growing and I'm not? I work so hard. In fact, I can't work any harder. And if you're listening to this right now and nodding along, I know exactly how that feels. And you're overwhelmed, you're tired, you want growth, but you're stuck in survival mode. And maybe you've tried marketing before. Maybe you've done the courses, boosted posts, or hired a social media person, and it just didn't work. I get it because I was there too. But one day I realized something super powerful. And it wasn't my effort that was the problem. It was that no one knew who I really was. I was hiding behind my business name. My brand looked like every other agency's, the same colors, the same language, the same "we care" tagline. And that meant people couldn't really connect with me. So I started building my personal brand, and it wasn't overnight. I had to learn how to find my voice, share my story, and show up, even when it felt awkward and uncomfortable. And of course, I had to overcome that dreaded imposter syndrome as well. But once I did, everything started to change. I built an audience of people who actually wanted to hear from me. My email list grew to over 10,000 subscribers. I built multi six-figure businesses off the back of it and eventually sold my real estate business because I'd built a brand that people trusted, not just a business that they transacted with. And here's the best part. I did it all while building a life that I actually now love and enjoy. One where I can take time off. As you know, I love to go traveling overseas. I get to work smarter and I'm now helping others do the same. And there is nothing more rewarding than that, let me tell you. So here's what I learned. When you sound and look like everyone else, clients have no reason to choose you. When you build a brand that reflects who you truly are, your values, your personality, your energy, that's when people start saying, you're exactly who I've been looking for. And this translates across any business, not just property management or real estate. Your personal brand is what builds trust before you ever speak to a client. It's what makes your content stand out in a crowded feed, and it's getting more crowded than ever before. And it's what gives you control of your marketing because you're not chasing attention, you're actually attracting it. And you might be thinking, Kylie, I don't have time for this. I'm not techie. I'm too shy. I'm not creative. I've tried these things before, but nothing worked. And I get it. But here's the truth. You don't need more time. You need more focus. And when you know what to focus on, your brand, your message, your systems, everything just starts to fall into place. And that includes lead generation and new business as well. Building your brand doesn't mean more chaos. It actually means finally having clarity. You don't need to be the loudest person online either. You just need to be the most authentic one. And if this is hitting home, and if you're tired of feeling invisible, tired of working so hard without seeing the results, then I want to personally invite you to my upcoming free training. It's called The 5 Mistakes Keeping Your Real Estate Business Invisible Online and How to Fix Them Fast. In this live session, I'm going to show you the biggest mistakes holding most real estate businesses back and how to finally stand out, attract leads, and create freedom in your business. It's the perfect first step before we open the doors to the Digital Marketing and AI Academy, where we go even deeper with the full blueprint. You can grab your spot using the link in the show notes, and it's totally free, and it's going to give you the clarity and direction that you've been looking for. So you don't need to do more. You just need to show up as you, because your story, your energy, your brand, that is what people are going to connect with. Like I said, 5 years ago, no one knew who I was. And now here I am helping other real estate professionals build brands, systems, and the confidence they deserve. And you can do it too. So thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you in the masterclass. Can I ask you a quick favor before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate, and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow, or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.